Okie dokie. Looks like we're live. And hello there, everyone. Nerui here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy. Last time we left off, we've managed to make a nice little chunk into the post-Endwalker campaign. Managed to meet an interesting new... I don't know if I can call Zero friend. Especially considering the historical ties there. Friend is a bit of a charged word with who else is connected to Zero. But yeah, we ended up going and have been staying a bit of an extended stay over in the world of darkness.
Which is kind of surprising you're not there right now, Nay.
Well, for starters, I figured we might try and get a dungeon in before, or because the next thing I have to do there is one of those things that shows that it's gonna be an instanced thing. So I figured we can words. We can kind of get things started with the dungeon, because if memory serves me correctly, you did mention that there's one Endwalker dungeon that you hadn't done yet that we could potentially do the Stigma Dreamscape.
I haven't even picked that one up.
Ah. Should I go? I'll go into my little instance thing if you want to try that one.
What, the stamp?
Or just
Nate, you're insane. You're insane. You. That's cheating, Nay. Your magical laugh needs work.
Oh yeah, it needs work.
You sound like a fucking psycho. You don't. Okay, Majima sounds like a psycho. You just sound like Majima sounds like a mad dog. You sound like a. Anything more of a mad cat? No, not a mad cow. More of a mad potato.
I take it.
I get the shoes anyway.
They're called the Thavnarian Babushas.
Interesting. You know you look like you're halfway across between a Nuva Reach with that jacket, right?
It was the closest I could find.
And that hair, really? From Majima?
I mean, this is still my hair. I haven't been by, haven't stopped by the esthetician yet.
Okay, fair enough. The one called Sailor Majima. Well, there's a curse thought for you, isn't it? Actually, Sailor Majima, I'm trying to think. Oh god, it is! Alright, now if it has to suffer, you gotta suffer too.
Oh boy. Oh, glorious.
Hey, there's a Gordon Freeman version.
All right, it's from that one. It was from that one thing that did the rounds a while back. All right then. We should probably be heading back to the to the world of darkness. And if you want to queue up for a dungeon, we can get that started while I'm in transit.
Well, I can chess it.
Now, where will we end up?
Yes, a tank can walk out of the way of AoE attacks.
I mean, it should be pretty straightforward, because, you know...
Well, yeah, but a lot of tanks in Sync World, you don't have to stand up and take it. For a few tanks, it's about like, sit there and take it. Well, you don't necessarily... Yeah, you're allowed to move out of the way of an AoE attack's attack. notice now it actually has a cast bar on it? The enemies actually say casting when they are attacking.
Oh right, one of the new quality of life improvements with the new patch.
Yep.
That reminds me, I think they also mentioned that they made some adjustments to Cutter's Cry, so I wonder how they changed that exactly.
Cutter's what now?
One of the earlier dungeons. The one that's typically that's that one underground spot where the go-to thing is like just completely speeding through and skipping the middle levels because the path down is already spawned from the get-go.
Is it from ARR?
Yeah, from ARR. And the one with the last fight in the dungeon is the Chimera. Oh, and a Shadow Drifts. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, welcome. Hope you enjoy your time. Apologies if I'm not super responsive, because a little bit of multitasking here.
That sounds like a skill issue, eh?
Well, I don't exactly main ninja.
Skill issue. Coming from a ninja main, of course.
Yeah, I understand you're a ninja main, so you have every right to call me out on being bad at ninja.
You're the one who suggested we go for a dungeon before you do your MSQ quest. So yes. I can't very well do the what do you call it? The Halo announcer voice.
Honestly, to tell the truth, I've actually been getting a bit of an itch recently to try and get some more Final Fantasy in addition to 14 here. Because there's a lot of Final Fantasy out there that I could potentially play it. Especially considering that one of the usuals has not had too much experience with Final Fantasy outside, like, the first 6. I definitely need more practice with Ninja.
really need to make that sweet spot less tight.
Yeah, it's definitely pushing for when you're a melee.
Or tank. Then again, tanks are permanently melee anyway.
definitely one hectic fight.
Oh, you have no idea, mate. You've only done this though. They made it easier. Maybe that's just experience talking. I'd imagine that eventually some of the Dawntrail dungeons will likewise end up seeing a bit of a nerf when we eventually get to whatever the next expansion will be. I mean, they have been systematically, kind of one by one, kind of revamping a bunch of the old ARR dungeons as well. I mean, a big one that had a noticeable difference was Halatali. Absolutely.
All right, let's get to that quest and see what they want me to do. Alright, here we are. Yep, I'm gonna have to drop for a bit because this is gonna be a solo instance thing.
Need a little alone time, do you know?
Oh, looks like it, because I'm getting that classic warning. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. So yeah, it looks like this was indeed the perfect cutoff point for the last one, because we went into because had one of these ones waiting for us. Alright, let's see what you're gonna throw at me this time.
No. You weren't listening. It said, so that means you need some alone time then.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Just try to make sure your hands don't get too tired. You need to play the game.
Shush.
Very well.
Too easy.
You're mine! But I should miss my mark.
So, Scarmelion, you survived.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whenever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. My mouth waters at the memory.
Oh boy.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
You know, playing the Final Fantasy IV battle music is only just getting me more pumped up for this.
So in this domain, come, feast upon their flesh.
The castle answers your call. We do well to break up this feast quickly.
And then see these guests on their way.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
He hastens their regeneration.
We are deathless! You cannot defeat that which cannot die!
I managed to defeat that which cannot die before.
Dragoon, slaughter all!
This bodes ill.
Our foe has too great an advantage. We need to drag him out of this damnable feast.
Well, no, if you needed to do that, you should have taken a break from the street.
Quickly, stand together!
There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order.
No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine. However incurred, a debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn void shape into crystal.
What is this power? You assemble before my brute strength!
Attend to the minions first. Be gone!
That's far enough.
Victory will not fade.
Reinforcements!
This will still hurt.
Impressive.
Another dead repair.
I must deal with you. I'll kill you all myself.
Finally getting serious, are we? Very well. Let us return the favor.
This place will be your grave!
We must stop him now!
Everyone, to me! Give everything you've got!
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me.
But you're giggling now.
I will return again and again! What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this? To seal ether in crystal. Memoria! But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet... Ah, Lord Goldness, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Well, finally got one of them down for good.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you four hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the crew's gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact, and pray we are not disappointed.
Very well. Behold.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my four arch-fiends.
So this is the world's version of how the Archfiends came to be.
As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
Are you all right?
The Void Sense essence remains. But it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
So yes, with that, Scarmiglione is now 100% dealt with and should not be bothering us again. But we still have 3 more Archfiends of Golbez's to get through before we can get to the guy himself. And yay, I am finally free of the cutscene.
Oh no, it took you a while, didn't it?
Well, it was one of those several cutscenes about to play in order to the ordeals. Yeah. Shall we potentially re-party up and queue for something to get that variety going?
Un momento, por favor. Alright. You took so long, it was, I ended up opening a project in Clip Studio Paint.
Ah. Well, you know how these cutscenes can be.
Perhaps.
I suppose the next question is what to queue for. In the meantime, I'll just go and talk to Stola here. Yeah, the first visit to the 13th, I was in a bit of a rush and didn't have time to wait around and see if they stayed dead. So now they want me to go and ask her the local void scent about Golbez. Doable. So we wound up in the burn this time. Brisk, ain't it?
Well, you're probably not any stranger to having sandy cheeks, Nate.
bit of scrap back there. You alright there? Looks like he just got ran over.
Better than you know. You 30 kill haircut. Oh, sorry, 12 kill haircut.
yet another boss that takes me back to Final Fantasy IV.
How exactly?
The Mist Dragon is a boss that you face pretty early in 4, but has certain events connected to it. Don't necessarily want to say more because that is spoiler territory, and I don't know if you've played 4 or not.
Have not played 4, no. Okay, it's literally said it's only ever played 14. Final Fantasy we're playing right now is the only Final Fantasy it's ever played.
I suppose the next question is how do you feel about spoilers for the game since you've not played it?
Let's gloss over that and move on.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, as much as I enjoy the game and would be happy to nerd out about it, I shall. I know when know to the best, at least to the best of my ability, when to keep my mouth shut.
Do you?
To the best of my ability.
Right. That's the one with the gaping maw. The gaping maw. In fact, considering that you have rather a gaping maw, that means you probably rather suck at it.
Right.
You've gone oddly silent, haven't you? Should it be concerned?
What do you think?
Yeah, just a bit. Just keep the power low again. God, you got it bracing. Ugh. Oh, that was You clicked the middle one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
The middle one's only a buzz. Jeez. Should have told you that. I wonder the next VR mode it's gonna be.
How to bargain with Zero here? We got, if you accompany us, we can offer you protection. Surely you must desire something, name it. And we're not like Xenos. We would never ever force you to serve. I feel like saying the distinction between us and Xenos. Yeah, and I'm guessing this might be some Reaper-specific dialogue, because Zero's mentioning how that I'm not forcing my avatar to serve against its will. And of course, the snooping Voidson was just a big eye. Alright, finally time to leave Troya Keep. Now, where are they gonna take me next?
There it is. Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs.
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What did they sleep in? Let me have some.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
Nowhere to run, huh?
Ugh.
I wonder how much this is how much of this quest is going to keep me here in the world of darkness.
while.
Huh. This is the first time I've seen a tutorial pop up for escorting. Yeah, because part of me was starting to wonder, okay, is all this gonna be just inside of that last dungeon? No, I got a different area. Hopefully I'll finally be able to hear a proper pronunciation for all of the names of Golbez's archfiends. Because I had no idea I was mispronouncing Scarmillion all this time. I was making the G a lot... I was making the G a lot much harder G when pronouncing their name. So this one here, Skathach, to the best of my pronunciation. So Golbez has stopped bolstering his forces and has just started bolstering his own strength.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione.
struggle to believe it. Never small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmelione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of memoriam. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. The very notion was an absurd! Drowned in darkness, as were we all.
And yet Scarmelione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
Okay, so it's pronounced Barbaricia. Good to know, good to know.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains. The insolence. No place. With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
I'm so gonna look forward to kicking your butt, Uncle Bez. Part of me is kind of half thinking, would it be more thematically appropriate to win, should I finally get to the final fight with Golbez, to do so as a Dark Knight or a Paladin?
Reaper. You should have started out as a Reaper because you get unique dialogue.
Yeah, I was more saying Dark Knight or Paladin, more because a reference to Cecil.
Reference to what?
Cecil, main protag of Final Fantasy IV.
You're saying Final Fantasy IV, no?
I know, but I respect the references. I suppose in this case it'd be callbacks. and part of me just can't help but fall back into that Final Fantasy IV nostalgia when I'm finding myself going up against Golbez and his archfiends. So it's this voice, and yeah, he definitely seemed like he might have been threatened by someone or something.
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eaten and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiend's approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery. Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell?
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more praetors. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
If this is leading where I think it's leading, I'm down for a fight.
What's the plan then?
What's the plan? Go after Barbaricia. What else?
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. Must be no less than fully prepared.
We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbaricia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
Zero, you're very much a true mercenary, not doing anything unless you get paid. Wind rises. Yeah, as far as seeing into her past, I'll try, but no guarantees there. Alright, off to Barbaricia's domain.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
These ones to us.
I see to Barbaricia.
It's trial time! Time for a fight!
Trial, you say?
Mm-hmm. I just unlocked Storm's Crown. And the queue can make for an opportunity to just stand up and stretch a bit, because been at it for a little while. Could definitely stand to, well, stand. So would it be safe to assume that the remaining of the four Archfiends and Golbez may well be the trial series for this expansion?
Possibly.
I mean, the trial series can be an interesting storyline in and of themselves, like the ones where like the Shadowbringers one, where we were. I don't want to say too much about what goes on into it, in case there's anyone here who hasn't experienced it for themselves. But those three bosses and the story and characters that centered around them was quite good, in my opinion.
Also, may I check your DMs real quick?
Oh dear. Should I be afraid?
Not at all. Just information. Why, TC look. Oh, your keys.
Yeah. I'll say this is definitely a good look at this little break of having to wait for the trial, because I'm trying to be a bit better about remembering to get up and move around a bit during my streams, because, you know, probably a bit healthier to just not be sitting for 4 hours straight. Have an average 6-minute estimated wait time, though that's just what the estimated wait time from what we had to start. I suppose while we're waiting, I can also pick your brain on the whole thought I've been debating. I mentioned earlier how I'm looking to get more Final Fantasy aside from 14 in on streams, and with one of my friends has made it clear that they've not experienced much past 1 through 6, so using it as an excuse to play some of those games, or replay in some instances, and at the same time introduce them to the stuff that they've not had much exposure to. And currently, I'm kind of leaning it down to 2 potential titles that I think would be a good ones. But I'm kind of flip-flopping between which one.
Dear me, did you say of exposing terrible behavior? That terrible habit.
Oh, shush you. but yeah.
Finding a way, always find a professional gadfly always knows how to take someone words out of context.
Right. But yeah.
No, that's a professional. It's just a hobby.
Yeah. On topic. At the moment, I'm kind of keep on flipping between 2 particular titles. I can't make up my mind which one. Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy X.
Haven't played any of the Final Fantasies, remember now? Except 14.
Fair.
Literally just said that earlier.
Yeah, fair point. I suppose that my earnest desire for feedback just kind of slipped past that. I mean, both are good, but I just can't make up my mind which one I would want to go to first for streaming more Final Fantasy. Because on the one hand, I've played 10 and beaten it multiple times. I've never 100% completed it because some of the things you have to do to get the ultimate weapons in that game are just, oh my god. I love the game, I love the story, I love the characters, but some of those ultimate weapon quests, ugh. I don't know if you've heard about any of them, but have you heard, for example, of the dodging thunderbolts thing?
Not really, no.
Well, a little bit of context. In order to get and fully power up the ultimate weapons in 10, not only do you have to get the weapon itself, you have to get a certain item, and then 2 respective items related to that particular character's weapon. Once you get both of those items, you can... Oh! Shit. Showtime! Well, make a long story short, to get one character, you have to dodge 200 lightning bolts in a row. No breaks. But now time. Fight time!
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
Bless you.
Ah.
Such rich, exquisite evil. My head shimmers with anticipation. On your guard. My lights are as the wind. Supple, strong, and free.
Well done, I wonder didn't I?
You've done well to last this long. But the battle has only just begun. I'll make it quick.
fun on extreme.
Don't underestimate me. Feel my fury! Know your place.
Fun instead.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet...
You're finished.
Damn it all!
Now, will the Echo grant us sufficient for this one?
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya. So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Well, looks like it's about time to finally, for now, leave this area and return to the source. Yeah, I'm ready to leave the 13th.
You're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void sense slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once. Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we could do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, One can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine harnished cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Were Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Oh, there's an option, which I have not actually done too much actively. I need to go and do some more of that on the side. Go and tend to that private island I have, because... yeah, I might just go and tend to my island.
Oh, no, if you need to go and do that, you should probably end the stream first.
Yeah, that's something that I'm going to have to wait to do off stream anyway, because I can't go and tend to my island when I'm not on my home data center. Yeah, I've just dabbled in the island a little bit. Yeah. Have you done much with that island thing, if I may ask?
Hmm? What?
Have you done anything with the island they give you here?
No. Don't even know how to level the damn thing up.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been trying to figure out myself. Past the tutorial, you're kind of left to fend for yourself. I'd imagine it has something to do with taking advantage of the crafting facilities and just so they can just go and do their thing.
remember how to get back to the island, honestly.
Ferry over in Lower Lenosha. I don't think... I'm not sure whether or not to ask the chef here to prepare a meal with, quote, a modest quantity of a living mortal's ether.
What?
Current quest I'm on have to...
Wait. Shit, there's an ad break. Hold on.
Oh dear.
Let it tune in for this.
Yeah, basically prior to us doing whatever we want, because I'm assuming this is going to be the last quest for what would be this, I believe the 6.2 stuff. Yeah.
Shush and let's see.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you're asking for?
Asking.
Yeah, just do that one. Yeah, that one. No.
If you say so.
If you're asking for 0, then yes, do it.
I'd imagine that is a bit of a exacting acting delicacy to try and prepare.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful! Ah! Ah!
What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend? Where is it? Where?
But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
No, your mouse is kind of on screen.
That's the way.
Oh dear.
So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing. But diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, rods at hand.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. have a condition. You come too.
You have my thanks.
Yeah, it feels like it's first time here that I've seen them giving that that option that gives you more information on the escort quest while you're here. Yeah, once I can finish off this escort quest, you feel up to another queue.
Not really. I'm tired. But it's been a long day.
Yeah, if that's the case, it sounds like it might be wrapping things up a bit soon then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I figure once I finish off this quest and get the next one picked up, that'll be a good stopping point for the time being. Part of me wants to say absolutely not, but as far as Xenos was concerned, yeah, it was more or less him playing with me when he would get into a fight with me. I want to deny it, but I can't deny the truth. Buried memory, huh? Well, let's see what comes out from this quest later. I'd like to believe that I'm pretty close pretty close to, if not at the end of the 6.2 MSQ content, because
well, we should probably call it.
Yeah.
We're pretty close to that cutoff.
Yeah, technically speaking, if we could go for the better part of an hour still, but Yeah, sounds like you're reaching your limit. So we'll call it for now. And if all goes well, we'll be able to get next time. We'll be able to get through most of. It might be a little bit wishful thinking on my part, but hopefully to get through the 6.3 stuff.
That's probably wishful thinking.
Like I said, probably wishful thinking on that part, because I have no idea.
If you start earlier to go for a little longer, that's gonna be wishful.
At least we can take a good chunk out of it. We are making slow but steady progress towards finishing the Endwalker stuff. So, thanks again, as always, for joining me, Stormy. It's always a pleasure. Oh, and looks like Nickname popped in earlier with a 3-stream streak. I'd imagine at this point they're probably busy with their own game, but still have this running in the background. I appreciate the support. Yeah, thanks again to Shadow Drifts for the follow. Hope you enjoyed your time here, and we'll come back again. And to everyone who came by to watch, thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful time, and until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.